Us PC gamers have been through some bad times. We've dealt with the crypto mining boom, increased pandemic sales from everyone staying home all the time, and now non-existent stock with overinflated prices. Honestly, I feel kind of defeated. As bad as things are, and as much as I can tell you this is the worst time for new PC components, I know there are those of you that are going to go out and do it anyway. At least let me help and point you in the right direction. If you're a PC gamer, then this video applies to you. Now, I don't care if you want to purchase a pre-built or do it yourself. You clicked on this video because you either don't agree with my statement and you think this is a great time to build a PC, or you agree with me and you want to find out if I've got good advice. First, let's look at the graphics card market. First of all, the graphics card market is not good. I'm just going to tell you that right up front. I like to use Newegg to shop for PC parts because their prices are fairly reasonable and usually they have a lot of stock. Right now, this is not the case. I follow both the new and used markets consistently, and they're kind of out of control. Prices are overinflated beyond MSRP. RTX 4060s are even going for $400. That's supposed to be a $299 card, by the way. It feels like 2016 all over again. Now, I'm not showing you this to discourage you. I really just want to explain where we're coming from. Let's take a look at this then. You go into GPU and graphics devices, and then your video cards, obviously, and it's going to load up all the video cards that Newegg has. I like to sort this. Let's go to 50 series and 9000 series, since those are the two newest GPUs that were released. The prices are just out of control. I mean, yes, okay, you can go get these cards. I can scroll down here, but look at these things. Look at this. This is from Asus, $3,300 for a 5090. Oh, it's out of stock. These are all out of stock. So only the first three cards on here, the Asus Tough cards, are the only thing that's in stock. Let me go to lowest price. See what I can find. Out of stock, out of stock, out of stock. Here's one, $739 for a 5070. Like I said, prices aren't good. I don't see any RX 9070s, 9070 XTs anywhere in here. They were great cards. The reviewers gave them awesome ratings and everything. The performance looks good. However, you can't find them anywhere. This is something that you're going to run into a lot. So if you want to build a new PC, this is what I was trying to explain. There's simply nothing there. Now, I know I've been all doom and gloom, but there are ways around this. Please understand that these prices will not stay forever. I've been following Twitter a lot with some of the big companies, distributors, the brands and stuff like that. Even the brands are feeling bad for us, honestly, because they're putting them out there. They sold out so quickly. They're the ones that are posting up like, hey, more stock is coming, just kind of be patient. The 9070 is supposed to be $549. The 9070 XT is supposed to be $599. Those are MSRPs for those cards. Here's your $550 9070s. There's only a few models that are that price. The next one up is a 9070, which is $630. Actually, here's, oh, those are XT. That's an XT. That's a 9070, $600, $630, $660. These are still 9070s, by the way. And they just climb from there. There's a 9070 XT. Believe it or not, they're the closest thing to MSRP. The NVIDIA stuff, way beyond. I mean, nothing is remotely the price that it was supposed to be. Look at that Astral card from Asus, $3,300. It's insane, insane. You're talking about a huge jump in price over what the MSRPs are supposed to be for these things. So that's where we're at with the new market right now. The 5080, 5090s, you're talking about 0.1% of the gaming population is actually going to go get those cards. Most of us are going to try to get that mid-range. That's why the 9070 and 9070 XT look so good, because the price is $550 to $600. People want something in that range that has that high-end 1440p or even 4K performance. AMD delivered it. This is where I might irritate some people. My suggestion, buy used. I know a lot of people have problems with used GPUs, but honestly, that's where you're gonna get your best value. The used market is not great right now. You have to do a lot of shopping around because your local area may have different rates, prices than my area. I like to shop on Facebook Marketplace just because you can kind of haggle prices. You're not paying tax or anything like that. I wrote down a couple cards that I recommend to shop for if you're looking for certain performance tiers. And you can go over on Tech Power Up. They have a kind of chart thing that if you type in a certain GPU, if you type in RX 9070 XT Tech Power Up, it's gonna give you the specs of the card. And then if you scroll down or up, depending on where it's at, there's a little chart and it'll show 9070 XT, and then it'll show the relative performance based on that. So it puts whatever card you type in at 100%, and then you can look up and down the scale to see what cards are comparable. If you don't do a lot of component shopping like I do, it's super helpful as far as what kind of performance can I get. If I'm looking for an RTX 5080, what other cards are around 5080 performance? That's just an example. So I wrote down a couple cards that I thought people might be looking for on the used market or on the new market. Say you're looking for an RTX 5070 Ti or 5080, or an RX 9070 XT. Actually, there's nothing. Those are the top tier cards, the top performance. Anything from last gen, even a 4090 is still gonna be below a 5090. Well, that's a bad example. You're not gonna find anything that's not either being scalped or held onto because people are still gaming with it because it's still relevant. So high-end stuff like 5080, 5070 Ti, you're just gonna have to buy new if that's what you're looking for. And you're gonna have to pay up because the prices, as you saw, are just astronomical. The 5070 or RX 9070 non-XT, you could go for a used 6900 XT or 6950 XT, or you can find an RTX 3090 or 3080 Ti. I've been shopping around for those for quite a while. I'd like to buy one myself. You just have to look for the right deals. I found a 6950 XT the other day for about $500. I thought that was a pretty good price. Maybe it was $599. But to be able to get 5070 or 9070 performance, if you can't pick one of those up, that could be a good used GPU. You still get 16 gigs of VRAM, all the good stuff. Now the 3090 gets 24, which that's not bad. If you're looking to get the upcoming RTX 5060 or 5060 Ti, you can get a used 6800 XT or 7800 XT. They both have 16 gigs of VRAM, and they do really good performance numbers wise. They do come up on Java every now and then obviously in your local marketplace, you may be able to find them and pick one up for a really good deal. You just have to keep your eyes open. And like I said, use the Tech Power Up charts that they've got and kind of go up and down the range. If you want to lose a couple performance numbers or gain some numbers, but you find one in your marketplace, hey, that's a win. You just really have to be cautious that you don't overpay, because if you're going to overpay, you might as well buy new and get a warranty, right? Okay, now the next suggestion I've got is a little bit different. It's pre-builds. If you want DIY, I understand a pre-build is really not for you because you love the experience of being able to get your components, insert them into your computer, and really just see the thing take shape. And I get it. I love doing it myself too. But in this point in time, pre-builds are the way to go because the system integrators actually are getting the GPUs in stock. Companies like CyberPower, Skytech Gaming, and Ibuypower, they've got plenty of inventory that I've seen on their website. I just looked at it before I started the video. And another cool thing is it comes with a warranty. Most of them come with a 1 year. Some of them have options to be able to go for 2 or 3 years. And it covers all the parts in the system. So kind of gives you that peace of mind as well. If you're new to PC building and you've never done it, a pre-built's a good way to get into it. In fact, let's go back over to the computer and I'll show you exactly what I mean. I'm gonna use Skytech Gaming because I really like their website. It's pretty simple to use and they have ad pop-ups. It's fine. If you go to pre-built gaming PCs, actually, you don't even need to do it. You could see it right on the website. 50 series is right here, 9000 series is right here. Let's do shop pre-builts for 50 series. They are expensive. Here's a 5090 system, $6,000. I get it, it's $6,000, but you can buy them. Some of these are a little bit more reasonable. Here's 5070 Ti's, $2,600. That's probably more realistic to what you would pay, because you got to think about it, you're paying $750 minimum for the GPU. So they have a King 95 case. I absolutely love them. I did a review on the channel. Fantastic case. I love it. I love the curved glass. I think it's super cool. This is the 9800X 3D. So something cool about Skytech Gaming that I thought was really neat. They pair their parts well together. So they're giving you the 9800X 3D with the 5070 Ti. So that's your 50 series GPUs. You got 5080s in here, but you can see they've got them in inventory. Like you could order it, I could order it right now. So the prices are still high, but like I said, they are available. When I went over to Newegg, remember, everything was out of stock, everything. I'm not saying these prices are good or anything. My point is, if you want the new cards and you're not willing to buy used, they're available in pre-builds. It stinks that you can't really do it yourself, but if you want the newest stuff, if you want that generation, this is the way you can do it right away. I can go in here and click purchase and it's gonna buy it today. And then it'll be built or ship. I think these are ready to ship ones, but it's kind of how it is. So there you have it. The current GPU market is a mess. With stock levels basically non-existent and prices through the roof, it's a tough time to be a PC builder. But that doesn't mean you're out of options. If you need a card now, looking into the used market can save you some cash. And if you want guaranteed stock without the insane markups, pre-built PCs are the way to go. I know it's not the ideal situation, but with a little patience and smart shopping, there are good deals to be had. What's the good news? This GPU crisis won't last forever. Markets shift, prices adjust, and new hardware is always on the horizon. So if you want to stay ahead of the game and navigate this madness with confidence, make sure to subscribe and stick around, because there's always a way forward, even in the worst GPU drought. And I'm here to help you through it. In fact, I've got some videos here that will help you because I've got nothing else for you. And as I always say, I'm Danny with Danny's Tech Channel, and I'll see you in the next one.